Today is the Carabao Cup semi-final leg 2, but we have a lot of transfer news to go through and one major selling point. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United Save. I am Coach Leftfoot and it's a pleasure to have you with me. If you quickly glance at the squad, nothing really seems to be different apart from possibly one player. Kieran Tierney, Kieran Tierney is what I was going to say, has joined the club. We got a new left back. Luke Shaw had his chance and wasn't very good. We've paid a lot of money for him, 38 million, but he settled in very well. He is our starting left back. He's very, very good. So he's in. But what's interesting, even though we've spent a lot of money on him, and we also spent 130 million, or whatever it was, on Dybala, we're actually in profit for this transfer window. Or, sorry, not this transfer window, this season. If we go to the transfer centre and look at the history, if you just cast your eyes across following the mouse, Henrik Mkhitaryan has joined Bayern Munich for £73 million. That's incredible. All cash. A lot of it's done over monthly payments. But yeah, for someone that didn't really feature too much for us, he's, yeah, I mean, look at, he played 3 times for us this year. He did well, don't get me wrong, he did very well. But 73 million pounds Bayern Munich paid for him, which is, I just couldn't refuse it. I think they offered like 50 or 40 or something. And I just kept negotiating it higher. And they agreed to pay £73 million. So, there you go. Along with that, Juan Mata has moved to Juventus for £40 million. Again, wasn't really featuring for us this season. In fact, didn't play for us at all this season. So, was happy to see him go. Daley Blind, that was in the January. That was in the summer, so don't need to worry about that. Joshua Bowie's joined Yeovil. And Dean Henderson, the goalkeeper, has joined Aston Villa. Javier Molina has gone on loan to KV Mechelen. He's actually someone we've just bought in. So here he is, Javier Molina, on the 1st of January, joined us from River Plate. A good youngster, looking like he's going to be pretty damn good for us in the future if we can keep him on. Unfortunately, he does have to go on loan for 5 years to Belgium. So when he's 24, hopefully we'll be able to use him. And then we bought in Renzo Luiz as well, or Luizy. A good winger from Sassuolo, I think we bought him for. Yeah, the 1.3 million. Again, looks like he's going to be pretty good. Getting some time in the under-23s at the moment. But looking forward to seeing how he progresses as well. And then we bought in Kieran Tierney from Celtic as our new starting left-back. Really young, lots of potential. Probably potentially going to be one of the best left-backs in the Premier League in this save in the future. But everything is going pretty well. If we look at the schedule, we were obviously last together for the Club World Cup Championship, and we won that in extra time against Flamengo. We then beat Burnley 3-1, Watford 3-1. We beat Newcastle 2-0 in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We beat Middlesbrough 3-0 in the FA Cup. We drew 0-0 at home with Liverpool, which was a little bit, not depressing, just annoying. We beat Derby 2-0. We'll go through all the goal scorers and stuff in stats in a minute. First leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, we beat Stoke away 1-0, which was really good. Then we beat them in the league 4-0, which was interesting because they actually played their reserves in that, and we only beat them 1-0. And then they played their best 11 in that game, and we beat them 4-0. So there you go. Work at that what you can. We lost to Swansea 2-1, a very disappointing game. We scored and took the lead with Lukaku in about the half-hour mark. Berardi then went up the other end, won a penalty and scored it. And Narsing in the 86th minute got them the winner as we were pushing for a winner ourselves. And we've just beaten Huddersfield 2-1 with Pablo Dybala scoring in the 94th minute. So the last 2 games haven't been brilliant, but we are coming into this Stoke game. So what we're going to do today is the Stoke game and then what could potentially be a very interesting transfer deadline day. Because if we look at the squad, we have Paul Pogba is wanted by Real Madrid. Alexis Sanchez is wanted by Real Madrid. Lukaku is wanted by Monaco. Ozil is wanted by Barcelona. And Rojo and Valencia, 2 people we're actually trying to sell. And Andre Gomez, who he's never gone down favourably well with you guys in the comment section. He's wanted by Monaco. So I think we might sell at least one person on deadline day. But if we look at the stats, goal scoring wise, Lukaku leads the way. Some reason why I don't really want to sell him. 23 goals in 25 starts. And then behind him is Alexis Sanchez. 11 assists and 11 goals in 24 starts, which is absolutely incredible. Following up, Pogba, Dolberg, Dybala, Martial, Rashford. All the sort of people you would expect to be up there for goals. This year, playing Martial and Rashford as wingers, not inside forwards, means they're not getting as many goals, which is a little bit of a concern, but I'm not too worried. Dybala absolutely racking up the assists. 10 assists this season already. Average rating-wise, if we don't include Tuanzebe in that, because he's only played technically 5 games altogether. Dybala's up there. Look at that, 7.67. The signing for 100 and whatever it was million is looking very, very good. 130 million. And in the Premiership, 19 appearances, 4 goals, 6 assists, 4 man of the match performances as well. On exactly the same average rating that he had for Juventus before we bought him. So that is quite interesting. I quite like stuff like that. That's good for my OCD. Anyway, while we're looking at Dybala stats, what I would like to say is, if you are enjoying this series, leave a like on it, leave a comment, let me know if you're thinking. I'm thinking we'll do this season, then possibly one more season, and then I'll stop this save and just focus on the journeyman save. But that's my plans. Let me know what you want to happen down below. And it was always good to chat to you guys. So it'll be really good. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, @CulturedF, that would be awesome as well. And if you want to donate on the Patreon, it's patreon.com/CulturedLeftFoot, all one word. And yeah, £1, $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month, anything you can give is really good. YouTube's having a bit of a funny turn at the moment where their AdSense is not doing what it should. So all the adverts that you get midway through videos and at the beginning of videos, I'm meant to get a percentage of that money, and it's not always working properly. So anyway, neither here nor there. But as we go into the game, we're going to be playing Stoke. So let's get there. And, well, we might as well just click all the way through this, because I've already picked my team. That's what we're going to play. But we'll go through it properly in a minute if we proceed to the match. And we'll go on. But hopefully, you guys are all doing well. You're still enjoying the series. And everything's going well. So, we start with Dolberg up front and Dybala in behind him. Rashford on the right. Martial on the left. Goretzka and Pogba in the middle. Tierney by Lindelof and Verzashko are the back four. And David De Gea is in goal. They line up with Butland, John Flanagan, Shawcross, Wimmer, Munasea. Choupo-Moting, Imbula, Carrick starts against his former club. Berahino on the right, Bojan off behind Seferovic. So it should be quite an interesting game. If we go into the dressing room, the one thing I have to do is, because when I start Dolberg, he can't really be a target man. So he goes on to that. I think we might actually, we'll put these guys back to an inside forward on support. And then I'm going to tell Tierney and actually we could put him as... We'll put you as a wing-back, but on defend. And we are going to keep looking for the overlap. We're just trying to work the ball into the box as well, because we're going to crowd up this Binovic here. Ideally, I'd like to put Dybala on attacking, but we'll leave it as it is for now. We'll go back to the team talk, and we're going to tell the guys assertively, I expect us to pile on the misery for Stoke. They've lost 3 of their last 5. Oh, no, David Gea staying in goal. Talk to then everybody after that. Talk to the players passionately. There's a lot more to come from you. Assistant can do the instructions. Get to the tunnel. We've got a press conference. It's not the best weather. My players can adapt to any situation. Look around the future of Jurgen Klopp. I don't feel it's my place to comment on that. You come into this one in good form. It's a different sort of challenge for us today. And there we go, walking out. They're in their nice blue away kit. We're in our home red kit, obviously at Old Trafford, as we get the game underway. And Haris Seferovic is up front for Stoke, and they can't find him straight away. Goretzka picks it up, and Paul Pogba, someone we really need to start dominating our games. And he's had a very good season, to be fair. We're just looking for him to really take control of a game like this. So David De Gea with a goal kick. A long ball forward to absolutely nobody. Munasea launches it forward. Seferovic nods it on, but can't find anyone. Lindelof into Tierney with this new attacking role. We haven't tried him out on that yet. Up the line to Martial. Martial to Dolberg. Tackled, but Martial picks it up. Cuts inside. Gets to the edge of the box. It's a pretty terrible shot. And that's disappointing. Paul Pogba on a free kick. He's been asked to be put on them. In fact, it was part of his contract negotiations. He said, I want to take free kicks, and I forgot to put him on free kicks. And he started moaning, so now I've put him on free kicks, and that wasn't his best. But Bojan wins a header. Tierney picks it up into Goretzka. Pogba. Pogba comes forward into Dybala. Dybala looking for Martial. He's forced him wide, but it's a ball across, low cross. It was a pretty poor cross. Carrick is hopefully going to forget which team he's playing for and pass to our strikers as Pogba finds Dolberg, who fires in. What if Paul Pogba meant that pass to go to Dolberg? That's incredible. As he does a little forward roll to celebrate scoring a goal, which is always a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Carrick to Flanagan. We put him under a bit of pressure. He sort of panics and just hoofs it clear. Pogba brings it down. Wow, he clearly did mean it. And Dolberg, again, he's pushing for... I know Lukaku's got like 23 goals this season, but Dolberg, every time he plays, generally scores a goal. So just some team news to catch up on. We have signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic as our under-23s assistant manager to keep his experience in and around the club, which is really good. It's good to have him back in, to be honest. Luke Shaw has got a new contract, but we've managed to Oh, as Rashford's in behind, he squares it. Martial's there. It's 2-0. And we'll go back to telling you about Luke Shaw. He's got a new contract, and it's on less money, and he dropped from a rotation player to backup because I think he knows he's not as good as he was, and he hasn't been playing very much. And Dimitri Mitchell is actually still my second choice left back. So in the future, if Luke Shaw starts to really, you know, moan and bitch about not starting many games, then I'll just cash in on him and get what money we can. It's like I'm trying to sell Valencia and Rojo because basically they've both said we've achieved enough as we can. I'm going to leave on a free transfer at the end of my contract, so I'm just trying to get any sort of money for them that I can. I'm tempted to even offer him out on loan and a free transfer possibly because I don't... what's the point of keeping him on as Rashford makes it 3-0 and Kieran Tierney gets a wonderful assist to the back post, and maybe what's I'm thinking here is that we should have just continually played with inside forwards because they're really, really working. As Kieran Tierney crosses not quite from the byline, but in a good little area, Rashford loses his man at the back post, heads it, Butland's got no chance. It's a really good finish. So the other thing is, obviously, we're going to be doing the transfer deadline day in this episode, but let me know down below, who do you think we should buy? For example, if we do, we could potentially sell Alexis Sanchez for quite a lot of money, and I know for a fact we'd probably be able to get in Eden Hazard, which would be interesting. Something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. Let me know what you think. And of course, the big question is, let me know what you want to do with this series. So I'm thinking we do this season, and then one more season, and then we call this series quits because it was only meant to be my beta save, and we've been keeping it going for ages. But Martial's there, and he makes it 4-0, 5-0 on aggregate. Kasper Dolberg with the assist. Stoke are terrible, absolutely terrible. So Dybala picks up, good ball into Dolberg. Dolberg takes his time, sort of goes round and round. What an unbelievable vision from Kasper Dolberg, and Martial hits it as hard as he can at Butland and scores, and we're 4-0 up. So Verzashko with a free kick, short to Pogba. Goretzka's there, into Dybala. Dybala beats his man, looking for Dolberg. Dolberg back to Pogba. Pogba up to Rashford, the young Manchester born and bred youngster. Pogba shoots from range, it's blocked. Goretzka's there, back into Pogba. Pogba's tackled, and Bula gets it away, and Haris Severovic is sort of up there on his own. Didn't have much support, but Bojan made a good run. It was a nice back heel, and Bojan Kirčić just fires wide. It was a very, very bad shot. So we are into half-time. Not really much to change or moan about. In fact, nothing to moan about. So I'm just going to talk to the team, passionately tell them I'm very pleased. Keep it up. There's literally nothing to worry about. We're being told that Lindelof has won 100% of his tackles, which is very, very good. Pogba with a free kick, dinks it in, he finds Bailly, and it's it's just clipped the top of the bar. I thought it might have been saved, but it was a good header. Butland had it covered, but still 4-0. We're just going to use this opportunity to give people like Dybala a rest. Ozil's he's not 100% fit, actually. So I think what we're going to do, let's bring on, do I want to bring on Matic? I don't really want to risk anybody at this point. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring on Matic for Dybala, and we'll put Goretzka in behind the striker. And see what, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. As Stoke have a corner, Verlinden cross it in low, and Choupo-Moting gets a good connection with it. But De Gea, it was straight at him. He caught it well, held on to the ball well. That's all we really needed to worry about. It's just De Gea being De Gea. Speaking of which, how good was the Arsenal-Man United game on Saturday? Unbelievable. What a game. Entertaining. I mean, Man United won, which is good for me. De Gea was phenomenal. Really good game. A really good game. As De Gea takes a goal kick, he's long and looking to the wing. Rashford picks it up, not really put under too much pressure, but he gives the ball away to Canales. Carrick is there, into Peters. Eric Peters, he had an overlap on, but didn't use it. Canales, good ball through to Berahino. He's moved up front. Berahino shoots. It's past the post. And, wow, it was never really troubling. So the next sub we're going to do, we're going to give Tierney a rest so that he's ready for the league game, which we've got. Or no, it's not actually a league game. It's an FA Cup game against Oxford is our next game, and I'm more than likely not going to be playing anybody that's in this whole team, apart from Dimitri Mitchell, who's just come on. As Pogba finds Goretzka, into Martial. Ball through to Dolberg. Shoots just wide. Unlucky. Good play. A good little manoeuvre there. Really like it. Kieran Tierney is... I'm struggling saying his name. Kieran Tierney is 21, but his description is elite fullback. That's incredible for a 21-year-old. Absolutely incredible. As 2 minutes of injury time, we might just be able to nick one more goal here. Goretzka, although the ball forward will easily beat Berahino. He'll have loads of time. Back to De Gea. Let's give a nice easy ball to Lindelof. He does. Up to Matic, to Pogba. Round the corner to Dolberg. Dolberg just coming forward. Are we going to get another goal? Let's have a look. Rashford. We've got a minute. Rashford. Ball in. Headed clear. Pogba wins the knockdown. Goretzka. Matic. Into Dolberg, who beats Butland and squeezes it in at the near post. His second goal of the game. It was quite a good finish. And that wraps it up to be 5-0 Man United. 6-0 on aggregate. What a performance. We've just got to get through to full time without any injuries in the last 30 seconds. I don't know what Butland was doing there. It was terrible decision making from the Stoke goalkeeper. But I'm not going to complain because it gave us a lovely goal. And Michael Carrick's return to Old Trafford is very disappointing from his point of view. As Berahino has a shot, it's cleared. It's all over though. 6-0 on aggregate. We go through to the League Cup final. And we're going to try and retain the competition. It looks like we're putting ourselves in a pretty good place to do that. I have no idea who we're going to have in the final. It doesn't say there either. And there we go. As again, first leg triumph helps Man United past Stoke. Not really. We won the first leg 1-0, won the second leg 5-0. Anyway, we'll be back for transfer deadline day. So I'll see you guys there. And just as I tell Kasper Dolberg, brilliantly played. We're not quite at deadline day yet, but it has been announced it's going to be a Manchester derby in the Carabao Cup final. Us v Man City. Me versus still Pep Guardiola. How did he not get sacked? They finished third. I thought they finished a lot lower than that. Not having the best of seasons this season, one place below us, but we do have 2 games in hand on them. So we could potentially get 53, which would put us, 3 points behind Arsenal. I think we've still got Arsenal to play. That could, we do. Towards the end of the season, we've got, oh well, not too far away actually. That could be a very crunch game against Arsenal. But we do have Oxford coming up. But before that, we are going to do transfer deadline day. So we are taking part in transfer deadline day. Let's see what happens on this wonderful day. Sky Sports News, BBC, they'll all be there. We haven't spent much of it, you're right. If there's a deal out there, I'll pursue it. That's been the strategy all along. So it is transfer deadline day, and I need to make some decisions. Do we offer people out? Do we just see who's around? I mean, Andre Gomez, I'm going to offer him out. 24 million he's worth. I've offered him for 30 before. I think if they offer 28, I'm going to put him on the transfer list as well. Let's see if we can drum up a bit more interest in him. There's still minor interest from Monaco. Let's see if they take a nibble at that, as Haskan Abovic is joining someone else on loan. No offers for Andre Gomez. Let's talk to him. Look, we've transfer listed you. I need you to make this move happen. Yeah, I understand you might be reluctant, but yeah, good. Go and find yourself a club. Lukaku, if, they'll make it a very good proposal for us to sell. I'm not saying everybody has a price tag, don't they? Everybody has a price tag. So, Andre Gomez, there we go. Look, he's got a lot more interest in him now. Offer to clubs again. Let's go. We'll just knock it back up to 30 and see if anybody nibbles on that. But he's I like Andre Gomez, and when he's played, he's done very well. It's just that he doesn't get enough chances. I'd rather give those chances to a youngster like McTominay or someone like that. We'll have to see how it goes. There's still no people are offering for Andre Gomez. No, he's going to be staying with us, James Wilson, because again, he's another one. Whenever he's played, he's scored lots of goals. He just needs to wait for his chance and develop as a player a little bit more. So if we look, these are all the players in the world that are interested in moving to us. Big names: Mbappe, Neymar, Griezmann, Bale, Isco, Asensio, Kroos, Alaba, Verratti, Lionel Messi, who our scouts rate as 100%, sign whatever the price player. Thomas Lemar, Koke, Thiago, Kingsley Coman, Harry Kane. That could be an interesting one. Marcus Reus, Lewandowski, Keita Balde. Loads of players, absolutely loads of them. And it's, I know we'd struggle to fit them in because they're all attacking players. But I think if you get the chance to sign someone like that, you sort of have to take it. I mean, Kylian Mbappe, I would love to get him in. It would be incredible to play him out wide. He's worth 103 million. God knows what his value would be like to buy. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. As some other clubs are doing some deals, but yeah, nobody's making offers. I thought this was going to be a busy day, but so far, nobody is making any offers on our players. So the only offer we've had so far is that Cuban Krasnodar have offered a contract to Marcus Rojo. 4 hours to go in deadline day. Oh, people, there we go. Right, where do we want you to go? You can go to anywhere that doesn't want us to pay your wages. So, in fact, let's just press no. I want to reject that one. I want to reject that one. Okay, you can go to Real Sociedad. You can go to Burnley. Or you can go to Aston Villa. There you go. All on a free transfer because I love you, Antonio. And I'll do anything to keep you happy. Even if it's get you out of my club, which is a bit weird. And he's actually agreed to move to Real Sociedad, which is interesting. I thought he might have gone to Aston Villa. But there we go. I don't care about them. An hour and 15 minutes to go. Let's go and buy someone. Let's go and buy someone big. Shall I just go and buy Eden Hazard? I am very tempted just to go and buy Eden Hazard. Let's make this ridiculous. 124 million. Wow. I mean, look at that budget. 238. That is incredible. Let's go to 80 million and see what they say. We'll sort of suggest that. It's just flat out unacceptable. 90. We'll make an offer of 90 million flat cash for Eden Hazard. And we know that Antonio Valencia has moved, which is good. Okay, they've rejected that. Let's go 105. How about 105? No, that's unacceptable. Okay, 124. I think that's what it was last time. I can't even remember what it was last time. I literally just mentioned it a while ago. There we go. Hazard offer has been accepted. Yeah, you'll be a key player. Why not? Negotiate contract. Oh, I don't like it when they don't say what they want. We'll give you a 3-year contract. We'll give you what you want at the moment. You're on 225 grand. Okay, we'll give you the same wage. You got a lot of bonuses. Okay, so you just want money if you win stuff, and you want money when you play and score. That's fine. Okay, signing on fee. Your current signing on fee is 7.75. Agent fee. Well, let's give your agent, I don't know, 4 million. That sounds like a fair agent fee. So clauses, I don't want any of them, but bonuses, you can get the same bonus appearance fee that you're on at the moment, which is 20 grand. We're going to lock that in. I don't want to pay any more than 20 grand when you pay. But goal bonus, you can get 20 grand. That's negotiable. If we win the European Cup, you can get 700 grand because that gives you a big healthy payout anyway. And if we win the Premier League, you can get 700 grand. How does that sound, Mr. Hazard? Suggest. Oh, for God's sake. Well, I can't give you that. You can get 1.5. 21 million his agent wants. Jesus. Well, I'll give you 10 million signing on fee. And we'll give you 15 million to your agent. Yeah, you can have that. I don't want to give you a sell-on fee, and I don't want to give you a yearly wage rise. We'll give you 300 grand. You're going to get $1 million when we win the Premier League, and you're going to get 1.5 when we win the Champions League. After 15 goals, you can get another $1 million. Why not? Goal, you can get 30 grand every time you score. 31 grand every time you score a goal, and 15. Wow, no, you're very rarely ever going to be an unused sub. So we'll give you 20 grand if you're an unused sub. Go. Okay, brilliant. You're such a knobhead, Eden Hazard. Well, your agent is anyway. That's that deal off the window. Let's see who else we can go and spunk 124 million on just to annoy Eden Hazard. So, I don't know. Who should we try 124? Griezmann? Should we try and get Griezmann for 124 million? Neymar for 124 million? I think he might struggle. Will he get a work permit? He should get a work permit. We're going to give you 124 million for Neymar. Make offer. Yes. Continue. Martial's keen. No, Martial, you'll be fine. Big Dave will talk to you. Big Dave. Yeah, he's no longer worried. Brilliant. We've got 15 minutes to possibly tie up the Neymar deal. It's not happened. It's all cancelled. Brilliant. There we go. Well, we didn't get Hazard because he's an idiot, and we left it too late to try and buy Neymar. But we've got a big war chest for the next window in the summer, and I think we're going to go out and spend quite a lot of money. But Henrik Mkhitaryan was the big mover, 73 million, as I said, to Bayern Munich. Incredible. Then we sold Juan Mata for 40 million. Bought in Kieran Tierney for 38. It's been incredible, this window. It's been very, very interesting. But we are in a good position. We're not quite top of the league. If we go back to competitions, not quite top of the league. We'll be 3 points behind Arsenal if we win both our games in hand. We won the Club World Cup Championships. We're in the first knockout round against Fiorentina, which is an episode we're going to come back for in the next episode. We'll be playing Arsenal and Fiorentina in the next episode. And we're runners-up in the European Super Cup, losing to Napoli. And in the FA Cup, which is our next game, we'll be playing Oxford. But I'll leave that there, and we'll see you for the next episode, which will be against Arsenal and Fiorentina. If you've enjoyed the video, and if you're enjoying the series, leave a like. And if you want to, leave a comment, and I'll look up anything you want to see if I remember. And if I don't do it, remind me in the comments below. But for now, I'll chat to you all very, very soon. But I'm out. Cheers.